Hey all, it's Marshall from Going Gear, and today we're going to take a look at the 4Sevens Maelstrom S12. You might have seen this a while back. About a year ago they introduced it at the 2010 SHOT Show. Just got production on these. There were a couple of delays, but the wait was definitely worth it because this is a really cool light. So let's open it up, show you what you get on the inside, show you how to use the thing, show you the battery and the special charger and all that kind of stuff. So, let's pop this open. Pull out the light itself, set that to the side, show you what else you get in there. Really nice holster, nice durable holster in there. Standard kind of accessory stuff. You have your lanyard, spare O-rings, warranty information. A lot of people have already asked, no, there's no pocket clip. That's kind of a big light for a pocket clip, so I don't know why you would want one, but we have had people ask, so I thought I'd address that. Set all that packaging to the side, and here is the light itself. Has an SST90 LED in there. It's actually the smallest light that I've seen, the smallest production light anyway, that actually has an SST90 LED, just because it's such a huge LED and requires so much power. They usually don't have lights this small that can use that kind of LED. But this is a special light. It takes a special battery that they had made for this light. It's a 26650 lithium battery. It's a rechargeable lithium. Can't just stick regular CR123s or anything like that in here, so keep that in mind. Batteries do not come with it, but we do have the batteries and the charger. There's the inside of the light. You can see the different parts. So let's go ahead and stick the battery in there, show you the operation of it. Let's do some more close-ups just so you can see the details of this light. As with all the 4Sevens lights, nice anodizing, nice machining. There's a switch on the back. You even have the 4Sevens logo on there, which is pretty cool. I like that they do that on their stuff. And there's that LED and reflector again. Okay, for the operation of this light, you have two different modes, two different brightnesses, and the way to get to them, use the switch on the back. So press the switch, you have one output. Press it again, you have the other output. And you have a little bit of a delay, so it has a memory. If you leave it off for a couple seconds and turn it back on, it's going to come back on into the mode you left it off in. But if you do it quickly, you can see it switches between the two different outputs. And you'll notice that no matter how hard you press, it's not going to stay on. The way to get the constant on is to actually twist the switch. And the reason they did that, from what I understand, is just the amount of current that they have running through the switch. There aren't many switches that can handle that reliably, at least not in this kind of compact size. So, press it for your momentary, twist it for the constant on. And you can also twist on and off to get to the two different outputs. You have the same kind of activation on there. Alright, let's take that battery out, and we're going to show you the battery and the charger. Just like I mentioned, this doesn't take any CR123s or AA's or any other kind of standard battery. It is a special battery, so I thought I'd address that real quick. There's the battery, showed you that earlier. Okay, here are the different things that you get with the charger. The battery is separate, so pretend that wasn't there. So you get the charger itself. We're going to go more in depth on that here in just a second. You have a USB cable. You can charge it off USB if you want. You can charge it off your car, or you can charge it off the wall. So the charger itself, pretty interesting little charger. You can see it has a spring-loaded bay. So obviously it'll take the 26650 for the S12, but it'll also take 18650s and most other of the lithium-ion rechargeable batteries. Down here you'll see that it has two switches on there. Switch on the left controls the voltage, so up 3.6 volts, down 4.2 volts. On the right you have amperage, up 0.5, down 1 amp. So you can change the rate at which it charges. Pretty cool feature. I haven't seen any other chargers except for your really expensive hobby chargers that let you have that kind of adjustment, so it's nice that you can adjust for different kinds of batteries. And this being a big powerful battery, of course, you charge at the 4.2 volts and the 1 amp. Those are the settings that they recommend for this guy. Smaller batteries, it might be better to charge at the lower amp rate, but depending on the type of battery, it will be the 3.6 volt or the 4.2 volt. So that's the battery and the charger. Let's go ahead and take the light outside with the battery in it, and we'll see how it does outside. Okay, we're out here with the 4Sevens Maelstrom S12, and we're going to be comparing it to the big 40 mag light that I always use. So let's try that mag light out first, See how it does. Little bush 15 feet away, tree out there at 100 feet. Let's zoom in. You can see it makes out details okay, not great. Alright, let's try the S12, see how it does. There it is on max output, and you can see with the mag light, you couldn't really tell that my dog was back behind the tree, but this one, it's a lot more obvious that he's back there wandering around behind the tree. You might be able to hear him crunching in the video. I don't know how sensitive this microphone is, but obviously a whole lot of light coming out of this. This is the higher output. There's your lower output. Still a lot of light. I mean, 100 feet away, can light stuff up no problem. This isn't really meant to be a thrower. I mean, it does have a relatively large reflector, but it does also have a really large LED. So you're going to get a pretty decent amount of throw out of it, but basically it's just going to light up everything in front of you for a couple hundred yards and do that really, really well. You can see just a whole lot of light come out of this nice compact little light. Alright, I said this wasn't a thrower, but since it is putting out so much light, I am going to do the distance shot as well. So let's go ahead and move over and do that. Alright, this is the distance shot that I like to use. We got about 100 yards to work with. So there's the mag light. That's my house about 50 yards away. Tree in the front yard 100 yards away. Mag light doesn't really go out to 100 yards. So let's try the S12, see how it does. You can see 100 yards, absolutely no problem. And the whole tree's lit up, which is pretty cool. A lot of the lights we do, they're a lot more focused, but this one's lighting up just basically everything, even at 100 yards. Lighting up everything in front of me is absolutely no problem. Obviously the house lit up really, really well as well. Zoom in on that just so you can see, even up close, all the details, you can make them out really well. 100 yards, no problem for this light. It can go further than that if you need to. There it is on low. Zoom in on that. I don't know how well it's going to show up. Lights up the house actually okay, but the tree not all that great, but high, no problem. So that is the 4Sevens Maelstrom S12. If you like it, you can get it from us at goinggear.com. If you like the video, be sure to subscribe. We're putting out new ones all the time. And if you have any questions or comments, you can reach us in the comments or at goinggear.com.